So in this section of the video, we will see how mark is allotted to each component. For example, when you attend a essay question, that is a 10-mark question, how the mark is allotted to the various parts of the question. And the next type of question that can be asked in university are 5-mark questions, and the last one is the 3-mark question. So initially we'll see about the essay question. For example, if the pharynx is asked for the essay question, what are all the details you have to mention? First, you have to always start with the introduction. What is pharynx? It is a fibromuscular tube. It is helping in both the respiration as well as swallowing. So you can write about the extent of the pharynx. After writing the initial detail, which would be about 1 mark. Okay, introduction to pharynx will be about 1 mark. And then you'll move on to the subdivisions, the oropharynx, nasopharynx and the laryngopharynx. You have to mention about the 3 subdivisions, its extent, and the most important thing that you have to write here is all the features on the lateral wall of the nasopharynx. Okay, for that the next 2 marks will be there. Okay, so the subdivisions, the nasopharynx, oropharynx and laryngopharynx will carry the next 2 marks. And then you should also mention about 3 features, that is oropharyngeal isthmus, the inlet of larynx as well as the nasopharyngeal isthmus. Okay, these 3 features you have to mention along with the boundaries for which the next 2 marks will be allotted. And then you can move on to the muscles of the pharynx, which includes the constrictors as well as the longitudinal muscle. You have to mention about each muscle, origin, insertion, nerve supply, action, about the 3 constrictors as well as the 3 longitudinal muscle. This will carry the next 3 marks. In addition to mentioning this, you should also write about the structures passing in the gap. Okay, for that it will be the next 3 marks. And the last 2 marks will be for arterial supply, venous drainage, lymphatic supply and the nerve supply. So in total for the 10 marks, you will be giving an introduction. You will be writing about the subdivisions, the nasopharynx, oropharynx and the laryngopharynx, giving more importance to this region, okay, because lot of name structures are present here. And then you will be writing about the isthmus and the laryngeal inlet. Followed by that, the next 3 mark is for the constrictors and longitudinal muscles of pharynx, and the last 2 mark is for the arterial supply, venous drainage and the lymphatic drainage. Always conclude a essay question with the applied anatomy, anything that is related to the structures. Be it paralysis of the pharyngeal muscle, or you can write about the cancer that occurs in pharynx, or you can write embryological ones, the Zenker's diverticulum. Always complete it with a clinical anatomy or a applied anatomy. Next, we will see how to answer a 5-mark question. So for that, let's just take the question as muscles of pharynx. So for the muscles of pharynx, if a 5-mark question is asked, you have to conserve time as well as give most information. So you can tabulate it into 2. One tabular column can be for the constrictors, mentioning the, so it can be origin, insertion, nerve supply and action about the 3 constrictors. And the next tabular column can be for the 3 longitudinal muscle. Okay, origin, insertion, nerve supply and action of the longitudinal muscle. This will give all the possible information about the muscles of the pharynx. In addition to that, you can write as the last concluding factor, you can write the gaps present related to the constrictors. So this will complete the 5-mark question. Next, we will move on to 3-mark question. Usually, it will be asked as what are the structures? It will be given as, so that you can list it out. Okay, what are the structures passing? So, for example, let's assume the question to be what are the structures passing between the base of skull and the superior constrictor? So, you have to list the 3 structures. The eustachian tube, the lateral levator palati muscle and the ascending pharyngeal artery. Another example can be name the muscles of the pharynx. So you just have to name the muscles and divide it into constrictors and longitudinal muscle, and you have to name it. And Another 3-mark example from pharynx that can be asked, what are the features present on the lateral wall of nasopharynx? You'll be writing about eustachian tube opening, Rathke's pouch, the tubal tonsil and the elevation created by it, nasopharyngeal bursa, nasopharyngeal tonsil, and the fossa of Rosenmuller. You'll be writing all of these features for the 3-mark question. Thank you.